Hey, if you're trying to pick out a good gift idea for the handy person in your family, you just need something for your little shop, your garage, whatever, or even on the job site, I'm going to introduce you to this tool right here because this is one of my favorite tools of all. I'll tell you why right after this. Hey, welcome back to my channel here at That Celtic Guy videos, where I teach DIY tasks, home improvement stuff like drywall and everything from, we're going to do a pallet wall build on this back wall to doors, windows, and so on. So if you like to learn that kind of stuff, be sure and subscribe. Click that bell icon if you want to get notified each time we put out a video. If you don't click the bell, you won't get notified and you'll probably miss some of them. Now, I'm a 35-year construction professional. I've been in drywall most of my life. I've done a lot of things, though, just about everything except carpet, major concrete, and the major plumbing and electrical. But I've done about everything else, and I'm here to pass on my skills to you guys after 35 years of doing this. I've also owned my own business of Mr. Patch Drywall for about 15 years now. And one of my favorite tools is this thing right here. It's called the Jawhorse. Now, this actually got stolen from me off of a job one time. I liked it so much I went out and bought it again because I use this quite a bit. You might not have ever heard of it, so I'm going to put a link to it in the description down below if you want to check it out. You can order it from Amazon, and if you do order anything using our links, it does help us. We do get a small commission. It doesn't cost you anything more, but it helps us put out more videos. Now, you might have even seen me use this in some other videos because if I do anything that's not drywall related, it's not so great for drywall, but for cutting lumber, trimming doors, putting hinges in doors, doorknobs in new door blanks, all kinds of things, this thing has a lot of advantages. So let me show you what the basic premise of this tool is and why you might want to consider it. Okay, you can see here that what it is a sliding jaw, therefore Jawhorse. It's a three-legged design. Now, why is it three-legged? Because you put three legs down, it almost always sits solid. If you put four legs down, one of them won't be touching inevitably unless you're on nice, really flat concrete, so it wobbles. So three legs gives it that instant stability. It just never has any wobble to it. The legs spread out nice and wide, and this whole thing folds up nice and compactly, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. It's actually really compact. But first, let me just kind of show you what this does and some of the advantages. So it's basically a tool designed to clamp things up to 37 inches wide. Now, normally this only goes out to about here for the clamping range. So if you want to go wider, you can take this out, flip it around, put it back on, and once it passes these ball bearings, it'll start clamping again. It goes pretty wide. Now I'm going to put it back in the narrow mode. And all you do to clamp something is this. We're going to take this piece of oak here. Now, first thing I want to point out is my tool is missing a part. So if you look real close here, you see this rubber pad? I'm missing this one here. I just noticed that a little bit ago. It's probably somewhere around here. I've been moving my shop from another location to here so I can build this new studio. So without that rubber pad, it's not going to grip quite as well. I can tell you from experience that when this thing gets a hold of something, you can't make it slip. Today I can because I got metal on one side, but it's still going to have some amazing grip. This thing says it can clamp up to 1,000 pounds of clamping force, and I believe it because it is strong. So let's take this piece of oak. What we do is we put it in here. There's a locking knob right here. You flip that down. You step on this pedal down here, and that clamps it. Now it's basic clamped right there. If you want tighter, you just push more. You can put a lot of clamping force on this. So we're gonna go for the max since I'm missing that rubber piece. You can see if I purposely let it tip, it will, but if I just push straight down, it's got quite a bit of force. Normally, I can pretty much guarantee I could put my whole weight on this and it would not slip, but without that pad, it's going to. So to release it, all you do is undo that. It's still locked. Push down on the pedal, you hear a click, and it releases. That simple. This thing can grip in all kinds of different ways. You could put a door, stand a door up right here, put it in here, clamp it, it's not going anywhere. I've also clamped things in here to make little tables, workbenches out of it. So pretty much anything that you can clamp firmly without crushing it, you can put in here. But now let's say you got something oddball, like we got this 16-inch wide particle board shelving here. Normally, it's kind of a hard thing to clamp. If you're trying to clamp it, let's say I want it to hang out here because I want to work out there, or right here, whatever the reason. I've had to do this with doors to put hinges. Clamp it right here. So you pull this over, lock this down, clamp it, and this thing with that rubber pad in there, it's not going anywhere. It's got a good hold on it, and you can see it's still, we've got most of the weight out here, still doesn't tip. So it's actually a really sturdy tool on top of everything else. You know, if you wanted to clamp it this way instead, it's just as easy to do that. But see, if you wanted to, you could clamp it up here flush and paint it, work on it, whatever you want. Now let me show you how quickly you can make this portable and haul it off, and it's even got a wheel on it. So all you do is close this down, turn it over upside down. Okay, once you've got it flipped upside down, first thing you do is pull this little lever and release this over. You release this knob right here, pull up, over, you push it back, slide it into that notch right there, tighten that down, lower both these feet, and then you've got a carry handle, and if you notice right here, that rolls. So if you want, you can push this into your work van or truck, and it rolls right in there. Now to set it back up, just as easy, flip it over. That quick, you're ready to go. This thing says it's rated at holding 600 pounds. I don't have any doubt about it. I'm only 220, but it is just rock solid when you sit on it. So if I think of any other features, I'm gonna put them on the screen here so that I don't miss something. So if you wanna check this thing out, look in the description right down below the video. Click that little arrow, drop the description down, and you'll see a link to this. You can go look at it on Amazon, and I will see you guys on the next video. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks a lot. Okay, you've got it flipped upside down. First thing you do is loosen this thing. You pull up, you roll this over. Wait, that's not the first thing.